Oh my God, my sister is stressing me out. She is very mentally ill. It is very concerning how this can happen, but she's trying to buy a third house. So she's got one in Birmingham that she's not looking after and not taking any responsibility for. Doesn't believe that you need to mow the lawn or anything, even though there's a massive lawn. There's a massive lawn at the front and back, massive one at the front particularly, which is going to piss off the neighbours if it doesn't get lawn. But she's never done that. Doesn't think it needs to be done. It's a kind of difficulty for me to get the owners to mow the lawn, but I can get them to do it every now and then. But yeah, she's taking no responsibility for it, and she's now bored. She's pregnant with her third child, probably 2 months away from getting having 2 months away from the birth, maybe even one. It should be April time. She's saying she's bored and she wants to get another mortgage, buy another flat. She's only got 60,000, and therefore she needs to take a mortgage for 250,000. She's got a third child. One's in social services, and one's being looked after by the father, and the father is having no contact, no, it's completely blocked all contact, so she has no access to that. But he is taking childcare. So she's paying for childcare on the older one. She's got one in social services, and she's got another one coming out in a month's time. And she's seriously considering or seriously trying to get a mortgage to buy a property that she cannot afford, because she's got a choice between a 370 and a 280, and I'm bored, so I'm just going to do this. But you don't have any money. I mean, you don't have that kind of money, and yeah, I'll get a mortgage. Well, why would you get a mortgage? Oh, I'm going to rent the flat out to my mum, and Linda can pay £800 a month for this property. Yeah, but my mum's not working. She's retired, only earning 12,000 a year, and doesn't have the money. Oh no, she does. No, she doesn't. Linda was My mum was asking me for money a few months ago to do some repairs on something, and I said no. But yeah, she doesn't have the money to pay for this, and so my sister's in some sort of delusion that she can just buy this house, and then just Linda will pay the mortgage, and she's in a relationship. I don't know how strong the relationship is or not. She has questioned last time in November. She did question whether or not it was going to be very long lasting. I know she's having a child with him, and he's very keen on the child, and I'm hoping they're together for the sake of the child. But he's also got an ex-wife who wants him back, and yeah, I don't think they've even divorced. So I think they're still technically married, and it's very, very complicated. And then to add the fact that she wants a £250,000 mortgage, I really hope the mortgage company doesn't let people like this have a mortgage company. So you put in 60, and then they take out 250. My sister's, got mental problems. She can't manage properties or run things, and she's pregnant. She's going to give birth in 2 months, and social services are probably going to take the child away. She's convinced that she's going to get this job in a child nursery. She's had an audition, an interview last week for an for working in a nursery, and she's convinced she's going to get it. There was a care home job that she was wanting to get into all of March, all of January and February, but because now Sophie has a criminal record, because she put a picture of her son, her older son, on Facebook, that bastard father has taken her to court, and these stupid joke courts that are family courts. Let's just call them family courts. No, they call them idiots that just don't give a shit about anything. They've given my sister a criminal record for posting one picture of her son on Facebook. Why they would do this, why anyone would take courts seriously because of things like this, I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. But they get to make money out of it. I mean, they got to have like a whole court session, and if they're getting paid £200 an hour, well, and there was like 5 people working, well, yeah, they've made £1,000 out of giving a criminal record to someone who's mentally ill, and they've given her a criminal record for putting a picture of her son online. Okay, yeah, this makes so much sense. Humans are fucking crazy, and I hate this world. I hate the people in here. I hate everything about my sister, and I hate the fact that she's now excited about the idea of getting a £200,000 mortgage to look after a property she can't look after, when she's got one child that she's paying social care for, one that's about to that one that's been taken, one that she's paying child care for, and one that she had social work services taken away from her, and she's still not getting any access to it. and the social services are just really happy because they can make lots of money out of the baby. Woo! They can make the, every time Sophie has a meeting, you know, the meeting is about an hour away from where she lives, and you know, every time she has one of these meetings, which is twice a week, you know, she they get money for it. They get like, I don't know how much they make from these meetups with the mum. But yeah, they're making tons of money out of it, so I'm sure they're happy about it. The baby is living with foster care, and my sister is getting bored, so is excited about having a third child. A third child that's probably going to get taken away from her, but she's not interested in things like that. She wants to get a mortgage to buy a third house.